Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be reviewing American Gods by Neil Gaiman. No glare. A little bit of info on this book. This edition was published in 2003 by Harper Perennials, and it is 588 pages long. But as you can see, it's a skinny book. But somehow there's over 500 pages. Magic. Just magic, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, so I will read summary now, like I always do. Stop talking. Okay. Released from prison, Shadow finds his world turned upside down. His wife has been killed, a mysterious stranger offers him a job, but Mr. Wednesday, who knows more about Shadow than is possible, warns that a storm is coming. A battle for the very soul of America, and they are in its direct path. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so basically, this guy's Shadow. First of all, I don't like that name, but whatever. He's like just released from prison. It's a petty crime, don't worry, he's not like a rapist or something. He's released from prison, and then he runs into this guy who actually turns out to be a god, and he shows him, like, brings him into this world behind our world that he never knew. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was why this happened, and blah 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 blah. Like, he meets Easter, the holiday. Yeah, she's a person, I guess. Like Kali, Odin, Loki, all those people. And this war is between the old gods, like Odin and Loki, and the new gods. And the new gods are like Medea, and I don't know, Medea is the only one who's really explicitly said that I remember. But like media, technology, all that kind of thing, they're like the new gods. So a war is coming, and they're like fighting each other. So it's basically the summary of it. I love this book. Right now, I'm working on something that deals with gods in a modern context. So this was really cool to read. The writing in this book, it's Neil Gaiman. He wrote like Coraline. Oh, The Graveyard Shift. A whole bunch of other stuff. He has another book out right now, like the Norse mythology thing. Probably after this book. I want to read it so badly. Like, I bet it's going to be great. But the writing is amazing. It's Neil Gaiman. It's so strong and very unique. It has a very good author's voice to it, which, like in my last video, that one was kind of lost. The author's voice was lost. But in this one, it was like, okay, I see you. The characters really strong. Character development is very important to me. If you don't care about the characters, how can you be expected to care about the story? So yeah. Even like the minor characters, I say minor because a lot of them end up playing like a role in it, but they're perceived as minor. They have really strong character development, even though they're only, one of them is in like 10 pages max, and it was like, wow, that's amazing. So character development is great. One thing that threw me off when I was reading at first, now I love it, but at first every other chapter has like a side story. It's like it says like coming to America, or it's like meanwhile it's just what's going on outside of Shadow. It's told in third person, but like Shadow's the focus. It'll to like an Irish immigrant and what she brought over from Ireland, what tradition she keeps alive, basically. But it just, the first time I did that, I was so confused. I was like, what is happening? I don't know. But then, like, as the story went on, I realized it was every other chapter, and it's just, like, a little, like, tidbit of what else is going on in this war that's coming. And it was so... I loved them. I want him to write, like, an entire book of those side stories. They were so good. I just wanted more of them. Okay. So, Goodreads. I'm gonna do the ratings now. Yeah. So, Goodreads gave it a 4.1 out of 5. Which I don't understand. Like, the Black Notebook, the last one that I reviewed, that also had a 4.1 out of 5. I thought Goodreads was, like, more reliable than that, but, like, oh well. But I gave it a 5 out of 5 because there was nothing was wrong with this book. Like, nothing was wrong. Not even the cover. Not even the ugly green color of the cover. Color. I can English, hi. But, like, put me off. Like, it was just so good. So good. So, I'm going to leave a link to this in the description. So, y'all can check it out if you want. I highly recommend it. Oh, I don't recommend it for high school students. Like, if you're, like, oh, I'm looking for books to put into my high school library, I wouldn't put this one. There are a lot of sex scenes in it. Yeah, they're pretty descriptive. Yeah, so this is not a school book. This is an adult novel. Oh my god, does this... Apparently this makes me an adult. Oh, yeah, this is definitely an adult novel. Yeah, okay. That disclaimer aside, grab this book, read it. Even if you're not a fantasy or mythology fan, the writing and the storyline is just so well developed, and there's so many twists and turns to it. I can almost guarantee you'll like it. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Okay, bye!